Hello everyone, hope you're having a wonderful day. AussieSim2 here.
Hi guys.
And today guys, we're getting back on that tier list train. Choo choo. Are you ready to depart?
Yeah.
You are? Alright, well, explain what we will be doing today.
We're doing the Hogwarts Legacy spells tier list.
That's the one, baby. Look at all those juicy spells there. Okay, so we're going to be sorting out these spells in their respective tiers based on like how they are by default. So like we're not going to be like, oh, you know, friggin' Defendo's so good when it has the talent with it and it slices through enemies. Because no, that's like a spell and a talent tier list. So, you know, we're just going by the spells by default. We're not, you know, adding talents in and, you know, that's why they're so great. Just how they are when you friggin' get them.
These 6 at the bottom, we're not going to include them. You really just use them in your room of requirements, so...
Yeah, they're not even used in the outside world, except for the bag, I suppose, but you catch the beast, but like, you know, we were just sticking to the actual spells that you can use just about anywhere and you can actually use on enemies.
Okay, Accio
is the first one, or as I like to call it on stream, Asio, because it's AS. No, it's not really that bad, but it's okay. It's the pulley spell.
Yeah.
So where would you put Accio?
I don't know,
It's has to be like baseline C, and then we'll work out from there, because it's not terrible. It pulls the enemies in from like higher elevations. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, where the guys are on the podium and you're like kind of like just underneath them, and then you're like hitting the goddamn floor. Yeah, Accio deals that. You just pull them down and smoke them.
Handy.
I feel like it deserves a B. I feel like it probably deserves a B. It's not like A tier, it's not friggin' S tier, it's not like, oh my god, bro, this spell, holy shit. No, it's just, it's good. It's a good spell. It's definitely in most people's, like, arsenals, I would say. Now, this one's an interesting one, because it's...
Alohomora.
Alohomora. I fucking hate this spell, because of the way you have to get it. You have to wait so long into the game to go speak to Mr. Moon.
And you have to talk to Mr. Moon.
That's the worst part. You actually have to engage in conversation with Mr. Moon. Yes, I got down at the 3 broomsticks.
But it's like S tier when you have it.
Well, it kind of is, really, because you need it to kind of like get into everywhere.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was over the puzzle like the 50th time.
Yeah, well, it's annoying for sure how you have to do it. Oh, well, you know, it's got a lock on it, mate. You have to work for it. You have to undo the lock.
No, this is magic. Remember magic. I don't know. I'm thinking it had, either a B or A. You need it to get into room, to get loot, I suppose, and all the other collectibles. I hate doing the puzzles after the food. It's fun at the start, don't get me wrong. Yeah, you do it, you start wanting to go 100% in the game. Whew. Yeah, Alohomora isn't as exciting as it was when you first started using it, that's for sure. Ancient Magic, just the normal Ancient Magic, so that's the where you just absolutely nuke the enemy. That, I mean, yeah, we have to turn the light on because, the camera will not focus because we need a new light.
Noticed.
We need a new light. We're going to do that. We're going to invest in that because if you cannot tell, this lighting is horrendous. Like, you can't even see my face. Anyway, moving forward, we're here doing Ancient Magic. Put it in A. The only reason it won't be S tier is because you can't continuously use it all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like it deserves a solid A, right? One-shotting enemies. Yeah. You do have to recharge it. But it is very strong, though. Like, you can just walk into a camp and just clear them all out if you got full Ancient Magic bars. So that's a fun one.
Oh, there's a fly on my head.
Oh my god, is there anything else want to go wrong? Like, go away, fly, go away.
Ancient Magic Throw.
Where are you putting this? I mean, we just did a build with this and it was kind of nuts.
Yeah.
And just Ancient Magic by itself is also pretty good.
Is that just by itself, though?
Yeah, it by itself is like... It's okay. It's okay by itself. I feel like, you got to really build into it to make it like super nutty.
What do you mean? So when you just start being able to press right button to throw the barrows, barrows.
The barrows, you throw on wheelbarrows.
The
barrels, yes.
Standard,
that's that one.
The throw.
It breaks enemy shields, so it is really good at the start of the game to help you out.
Yeah, you can just use it all the time.
It doesn't use any ancient magic charge or anything like that. You can just throw until your heart gives out, you know? You just throw on barrels, throw on boxes, throw on sandbags.
Not always stuff around to throw. Not always.
Not always, but it is pretty strong.
Look, I am.
Arresto memento.
I basically am.
Arresto momentum. Far out.
I basically am Arresto memento.
Momentum. Yep. So you know, I've done it to you too. Now, that's how I was apparently saying it. This is the one where you just stop the enemies. It's not
mid-attack.
You probably use it all the time, more when you get your talent and stuff going. But just as like a spell by itself, it's pretty average. Like, I feel like Accio has more use than Astro Momentum, like, straight off the rip. Maybe C? Put the yellow with the yellow? It's not a bad spell. Like, it's not a poop spell. It just freezes the enemies. But when you get, like, the talent that puts curses on the enemies, then it really starts to maybe move into a B tier or something like that, because then you get, like, extra damage by using Astro Momentum. Basic cast. Good old basic cast. You cannot go wrong. Basic cast is always there when you need it.
It's got the cool animation on the third one. Yeah.
It is pretty dope. Give it a maybe a B.
B.
Yeah. I don't think it's like C. It's not like a pointless spell because it's your filler when you don't have any everything's on cooldown. What are you using? Basic cast.
But how is this better than the basic cast?
That's the beauty of the tier list. It is.
Alright, Wingardium Levioso.
This is the one where you actually get to move your object that you're levitating. It's not just Levioso where it just suspends them in the air.
Yeah, you can control it.
Yes, you can control the object that you're using, which, as people figured out, you can just pick up objects and you can just smack them around with the enemy. You pick it up over the head, drop bricks on them. So, I mean, you can actually use it in combat and you can use it for just about anything else. So,
yeah.
I mean...
So what, you're thinking...
Oh, I can't remember if it destroys shields with the objects. Because if it does, it really deserves to be A tier. I can't remember if Wingardium Levioso destroys enemy shields when you're being stupid with it. Because if it does, it's an A tier, and I can't remember, so maybe we'll just put it in B tier for now. But maybe someone might like to clarify.
I'm feeling the B.
You feeling the B?
Yeah. If someone wants to clarify.
If it does actually destroy enemy shield when you are, being stupid with it, throwing barrels at the enemies and dropping them on their head. If it does, it really deserves to be an A tier.
Up next, Confringo.
Confringo is a pretty decent spell. It's your long range fireball.
It's long range fireball.
Long range. Fire is
better than the other one.
Yeah, Incendio is kind of more of like an AoE shotgun. Confringo, you kind of need fire for the Inferi. So, like, if you don't have Confringo or Incendio and you deal with an Inferi, you're, like, screwed. Unless you have ancient magic charges. So, I think fire needs to be up there. Just with the fact that you kind of need it to deal with a certain type of enemy.
The braziers and everything.
Yeah, you can like the braziers with it. Yeah, Confringo is pretty good. You can destroy a divine long range. You blow walls up with Confringo. Confringo is pretty good. I feel like it deserves a solid A.
Solid A tier.
Fly, oh my god. Ooh. I'm getting him. I'm coming in, prepped and ready now. Where is he? Where did the little sucker go?
He's gone.
He knows. He saw Mortine, baby, and he was like, "Oh damn, they coming out with the heat." No, okay, I'm gonna keep it here. He will surface his little ugly head again, and that's when we destroy him. All right, so we ended up with Confringo being A. I think so. Before the flyer decided to fly into my face.
I think it's a solid A.
I think it is. You kind of need like the fire spells to deal with the Inferi, otherwise you're screwed.
Up next, Crucio.
We have Crucio. Didn't really use too much of the Dark Arts to really...
No, we didn't use it at all.
Tell you the truth. Well, I used it a bit more because I did all the Dark Art Battle Arena and stuff that I thought was a normal Battle Arena. I got kind of debated there because I didn't read. So Crucio is just the one that leaves a curse on people, but it kind of like stuns them for a while because they're like,
yeah.
And you can, I'm pretty sure you hit crits on them because they are like stunned, kind of like what you do when you use the Mandrake.
So like it's like this one.
It is, but you get a little
like slightly bit better.
So yeah, it's like slightly bit better basically. So probably B for Crucio. Yeah, B would be
I didn't
good.
really
Good
use
yeah.
it, so
no,
you gotta lock
we
that
didn't at
in.
all. So up next we have Protego.
Potato.
The potato?
Yeah.
The potato shield? You can't really go without, well, you can go without, you can just roll. I suppose this really comes down to if you liked parrying or if you like...
It does a lot of damage though, but is that Stupefy?
That's Stupefy.
Is that basic Protego?
That's Stupefy.
Oh, that's Stupefy.
This is just the shield. But I don't know, it's just the shield. Like, yeah, the shield's good, but I suppose the parries are actually Stupefy. That's what you like the most out of
that's what I really like.
No one really ever uses the shield just for the shield. Usually because you hold down to do Stupefy. So I feel like it's got to be down at C. It's kind of like you use it, but it's not really needing at all. Chime him in.
The next one, Depulso.
Ooh, the big force push. Again, it's one of those spells that you just use. It's okay when paired up with transformation spell. We turn people into barrels and you like just push them and they get one shot from that.
I feel like it's not as handy as Accio.
No, being able to pull enemies in to then get them closer so you can like use your spells is very handy.
You want to be up close and personal rather than
pushing them away. But it does have its niches, like you're getting swamped by enemies.
Yeah.
Use Depulso, you can at least push one of them away.
Yeah, back off me.
Get the back away. It's my personal space.
I don't know. I feel like it's a C.
I mean, just alone, just the spell itself, it is probably a C. You need to pair it up with a few things to really get stuff to happen with Depulso. I suppose you push enemy off cliffs again. Like, what kind of...
Yeah, but that's like a niche.
It is a bit of a niche, isn't it? Yeah, like you really need to be near a cliff. You push them in water. You really need to be near water as well.
Are you going to keep it on your spell bar just for that? Oh my god, I might be near the water and the cliff and I can push him off.
Yeah, good point. So, solid C.
Yeah.
Now moving over to my boy, Descendo. Descend them down.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this spell. I mean, to be fair, you got to kind of pair it up with a few things to really get it to work because you need the enemies in the air to then drop them down and you do big damage with Descendo. But even then, you can still Descendo the enemies when they're standing up and it like smashes the head into the ground to do a little bit of damage.
What if you pushed them off the cliff and then Descendoed them all the way down?
Just to really make sure.
And then you can have both your spells up in B, I reckon.
Up in B?
Yeah,
okay.
if that works.
Well, the Descendo has a bit more use than Pulso for sure. Because at least you can actually still descend enemies and deal damage to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a solid B. There's plenty of times you can hit enemies up with your basic spell and then just use Descendo to slam them back down. So, Descendo's pretty handy. It's a pretty handy spell. Oof. Defendo. Easily probably one of the best spells in the game. By far.
It's the one I've probably used the most in the game.
Had the Defendo Ice build paired up. Oh, I want to put it in S just because it's so good. It's like one of the strongest spells and you can use it at range. Is it fair? Is it better than Ancient Magic? Yeah, because you can use it more often. Doesn't one-shot the enemies, but when you... again, not trying to put traits into the equation, but you put 6 laceration traits on with Defender. Holy shit, you are just slicing and dicing.
You don't want to put anything else into account, and I think that's how all of these have been ranked.
No, not really. We're trying to keep the bench, overboard here. Stuff it, Willie. It might be a hot take.
Just leave it up there.
We're gonna keep it in S. I think it deserves it. It deserves it.
Yeah.
Now, Avada Kedavra. The old faithful in some people's inventory. We did not use it. No. Not over here, mate.
No, we didn't use it at all, did we?
Nope.
I have no clue.
I use it in a Dark Arts battle arena. It obviously you one-shot enemies, but it has like a friggin' 2-minute cooldown. So yeah, you go around taking all the enemies out in one shot. But you can only use it once and you have a 2-minute cooldown.
That's right. That's why we didn't use them, because the cooldown's so long.
The cooldowns are very long on the Dark Arts. Again, one-shot potential. Can kind of use it all the time. It would almost be criminal to not put this in S tier.
It would be.
Whatever.
Yeah, it just comes back.
It just comes back. And then you just use it again and that big enemy dies. It doesn't matter what enemy it is is just dead with Avada Kedavra.
I suppose we can put it up there then.
I feel like it needs to be, yes. If Defindo's up there, Avada Kedavra has to be up there. He's back! Where'd he go?
I don't know, I shook him.
Oh, he just flew straight into that. What an idiot. Haha. I won. I think I won, guys. I think I won. The Battle of the Fly has ended.
We'll see. The next one, Disillusionment.
Sheesh. Say that 10 times real fast. Yeah, that's the real challenge right there. This is where you go invisible, which is actually really, really handy.
It's really handy for the chests and to sneak up on the enemies.
And you can also cast spells while being invisible too, so the enemies still don't really know where you are when you're taking like... If you're 1v1 and you just go invisible and you're like... You can literally get all your spells off and the guy's like, oh, what the hell? Okay, so where are we putting the invisibility spell?
I think B
Think a
would
B?
be enough. I think A might just be a bit
pushing
too
it,
much.
bit too generous.
Yeah.
Bit too generous there.
A little bit.
Okay, we're definitely putting in B. A Disillusionment, locking it in on the B category.
Yeah.
Expelliarmus! The disarming spell, which also does a bit of damage too. So, we're going to literally have like the biggest row in B. I really feel like this is a B category too. Mainly because
I do feel like it's a B as well.
It does have a really good niche, good use, where you can disarm enemies' weapons.
Yeah, and then they don't have their weapon,
and they're kind of out of action for a second until they spawn it back in. So it's good in that sense. I feel like it's probably better than some of the things on that B tier, but I think I'm gonna have to put it in B.
Is there something between A and B tier?
B plus.
B plus.
I think it's a B plus. Solid B plus. All right, Flipendo
flip them around.
Flipping around. Yep, I think Flipendo's got to easily be one of the worst spells in the game. And I think they named it Flipendo because it deserves the F tier because it has F.
It's pretty pointless.
It is a very pointless spell. Use it for puzzles and that's it.
Yeah. What is spinning an enemy in the air gonna do? Make them dizzy.
That's it. Then they get the dizzy status on them.
Confused.
And they start hitting everybody else. So, yeah, Flipendo, easy F. Get it in there. It's trash spell.
Yeah.
Trash spell.
Done.
Ooh, Glacius. Ooh. Oh boy, Knight in Shiny Armor. This is definitely an A. It increases all your damage by 2 times.
Yeah.
It could really be an S tier just because it does give you damage 2 times to like everything.
And it freezes them.
Ooh, maybe it is an S tier. I think
It might be.
I think Glacius might actually be S tier. Gives you two times increase of damage on everything. Freezes the enemy.
As soon as we got it, we didn't take it off.
No. Easily best yellow spell in the game. I think everyone will say that as well. Easily. Yeah, I think it's going to sit there S tier. Being able to freeze enemies and being able to get 2 times damage on any enemy with any spell once you freeze them is kind of OP. Okay, yeah, next up is the Petrify spell, Perfectus Totalis. I am trying to say that again. One shots basically nearly every enemy.
But you have to sneak up on them.
You do. Yeah, I feel B tier is probably... It's pretty useful. You don't use it all the time. You have to really build into it with like disillusionment and or maybe invisibility potions and stuff like that. Just alone, it's hard to...
Yeah, all these B ones are basically setup spells.
Yeah, that's a good point to put it. That's a very good way to put it.
Set something up.
Besides Alohomora, because that is, a utility spell, but most of them, they're actually setup spell. That's a really good way to put it. Incendio! AKA the shotgun fire damage of any spell.
As well.
Yeah, well, that's the talent, so you're getting into the talents now, mate.
Does it not?
No, remember it shoots out little pissy flames out of your wand until you get the talent, then it does the AoE. No, Incendio by itself is kind of like, again, a B spell. You need to use it with something else to really get... I've
forgotten the start of the game.
Exactly, I know. We've like put like nearly 100 hours into the game. The start of the game was a long time ago.
Are we going to do it again?
Yep, put it in B. I hate to see it, but that's where it's going.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Levioso.
That's the one. That's the other one. It's not Wingardium, it's just Levioso.
Yeah.
It's just levitating
It
enemies
just
in the air.
puts them up there, and that's it.
Again, probably a C.
Yeah.
How often did we use Levioso after we got the other spells? Literally, I don't
Hardly
remember
ever.
a single goddamn time.
Mm-mm.
Again, it's a filler spell, but at least the B ones are kind of like more useful than the C tier.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying the Levioso isn't good. You can pair it up with a lot of good things, but on its own, it's pretty average. It doesn't really do much. Oh, your favorite one, Revelio.
Revelio.
AKA the Illuminati.
Revelio.
This is probably a D. I friggin' hated using Revelio.
It is very annoying.
I said this to Amy, I said the best thing that they could have done with Revelio is at least let you move while using it. Instead of Revelio. Revelio. Just let me like move slowly or something while I'm using it. It got really tedious, and PlayStation have an exclusive where you can make a Revelio potion. That was not us. We were every 5 minutes Revelio. So where would you put that?
I don't know. It lets you see where everything is.
It does.
But like...
It does. It is really annoying. I feel like C is probably like more respectable instead of my biased opinion about it being super annoying to run around and use it every 5 seconds.
Yeah. That's your opinion on all of them, like the Alohomora.
Yeah, I
It's
thought
annoying
that was,
to use.
It was, yeah, after 50 attempts, boy, I didn't want to know about it.
Alright.
We're nearly there, boys. We're nearly there.
Nearly there. The next one, Lumos.
This is really hard to put a position on. I thought it
So
would have
I
been
feel
cooler
like-
if we had darker areas and it actually illuminated an area.
Yeah, it wasn't really that handy at all.
But it's not bad. It's still pretty good.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's...
I feel like you probably use it way less than the C tier, right?
Yeah.
D?
Yeah, I think that's a D.
So it's not Lumos anymore, it's Dumos. Did nothing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Reparo.
Reparo.
F. Friggin' F tier.
F. Did we even use it?
I was about to say that I was so disappointed and triggered that I think you use it 2 times in the whole game. 2 times. You repair a bridge for friggin' Poppy, I think, to get to the dragon encampment, and then that's the only one I can remember off the top of my head.
You use it for the Merlin's trials.
Yeah, but like overall,
And that's like about it.
that's about it. But in terms of the main game, you do not see it. It's probably one of the...
That's where they should have put it, in the main game.
They really used it.
I think we could count the amount of times we used it on one hand.
Yeah, we literally can, and that is not good. We can do
No.
the same with Lapendo as well. Bombarda. Bombarda steps up to the plate. I feel like Bombarda has to go A.
Alright.
The only reason
I'll
Ascendio...
let it have A.
Thank you. The only reason Ascendio sits in B is because if it had more range, it would be probably A or S tier. It's the fact that you have to get like literally inside an enemy to use it is annoying.
No, yeah, that's an A. Imperio.
Ooh, you don't really
The
have any
dark
knowledge
arts.
of the dark arts because you didn't use them. Imperio is when we take control of enemies, which is actually really handy.
Yeah, become the puppet master.
Because if you got a troll in a room full of enemies, you can Imperio the troll, and the troll will clear out the whole
Does
room.
it work on everything?
Everything. Everything?
Everything?
Everything. It sure does. I feel like that might have to be an S tier.
Might have to be an S tier.
You can
It
eat-
makes sense since they are the dark arts.
Yeah, the dark arts are obviously really strong. Imperio, yeah, like I said, you can control one troll in a room. He will just go and clear that bad boy out for you. It's kind of
he's
nuts.
your friend.
He is literally, yeah, it's nice when the troll is your friend. It's not good when he's not your friend.
No. We got 2 left.
2 left.
Alright, this one is Transformation.
This is also another pretty good spell. Then
it's-
use Ancient Magic to...
But they transform back, don't they?
They do if you don't do anything to them for a certain amount
Yeah,
of time.
so like it's not like it kills them. You have to use it with something else.
To be fair, yeah, it's a build-up spell again, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was just thinking that because I just said that you use Ancient Magic after you turn them into a barrel. There you go. There's. I'm already putting
We've
combos
broken
together
it
again.
down.
Breaking it down. But yeah, I suppose just on its own, it is just a B.
Yep.
You can take an enemy out of the fight. It's more useful than the C tier a little bit.
Yeah, but they'll come back.
They will come back. So I think solid B. It's a pretty all-round Good round. All-round spell.
Yeah, I'm happy with that one.
Stupefy.
Stupefy. Oh, yes.
This is the one you like. This is your parry god. Straight in the S tier, baby. They don't call it Stupefy for nothing. It probably has to be an A, because maybe just because you can't use it all the time. You have to wait for an enemy's attack to come in. It has to be yellow.
And it can't be the red one.
It can't be the red one. That is a dodgy roll, or you can play on the enemy's weaknesses.
I suppose that's a A tier.
Unfortunately, the Stupefy did not look nice in the S tier.
No, not up against all those.
Yeah, they're pretty cracked. I mean, Stupefy is kind of like the wild dog in that mix, but he might fit in there. Some people might put Stupefy in S tier.
He's pushing an A+.
Yeah, he deserves A+. He is pretty good. He is pretty decent. Alright, that's it, guys. We just finished a tier list. We put our brains on a line to try and sort this all out for you, trying to give you guys some kind of reference of where the best and the worst spells kind of line, and everything in the middle.
I think that's pretty solid tier.
I think that's a pretty solid tier list. Let us know where you guys would have put everything in the comment section below. Is this kind of looking like how you would have done it, or is there some controversial hot takes in there? You're like, nah, mate.
Like, what the heck are you doing?
What is that doing down there? Put him up, put him up, put him down, put him up, put him down. Whatever direction he should go. Appreciate all the love and support. Thanks, as always, guys. It is really fun doing these tier lists, hence why we keep doing them. Hopefully it is just as entertaining for you guys to watch us sort out little icons. JPEG images into a section from S to F.
Yeah.
Hope that is entertaining.
Thrilling.
Oh, that is the peak content. Peak content right there. And that's basically it from us, guys. Until next time, stay safe. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye, guys.